the Know Your Gear podcast.
Bill, do you have other thoughts about what's the most popular guitar being bought this year? So what's the most popular guitar bought this year? Specifically what model? I wouldn't know. Who knows? It's one of those things where I feel like a lot of that data never seems to be accurate anyways, or at least somewhat not accurate. What brand of guitars, what type of guitars? I think PRS SE had another banger, crazy year where they moved a ton of units. And I think it's twofold. I think they came out with a lot of good stuff. Think of this. It's like, I feel like one of those ESPN sports thing. I think they started out strong this year with a bunch of new products, and they kept momentum, excitement coming out every few months with a new product, keeping people excited and focused on it. And then, of course, their end-of-year sale is really smart. So you guys know, I mentioned to you guys, those of you guys who pay attention, I mentioned to you guys when they were doing the sale, I announced it. I said, hey, they're doing this big 20% off sale for the end of the year. And I told you guys then that it's a good time to get a deal on one of those guitars because 20% off is a legit discount in this industry. But also I mentioned that, hey, if you want to, you never know, they might be discounting because there's something new coming. And I think slowly now people are seeing it. So I kind of feel okay to share with you guys. So there's a lot of changes that are going to happen with SE line going forward. Let me show you. I can show you some stuff. So this was a funny guitar because it was actually on my back wall. This is out. This isn't a secret guitar. But I did laugh. Somebody was angry at me. It definitely felt like you were angry with me. If you weren't angry with me, it came across that way. Angry because I had misspoke. I don't know how I didn't. They just didn't know, apparently. So let me just show you. So this is a Paul Reed Smith Hollow Body 2. You guys are familiar with that. But this is the new one. Now, this is out. I'm not showing you anything that's pre-released, but I'm going to show you using this to explain why SE is being clearanced out right now. Okay, so there are some changes to SEs. These are going to happen to all the SEs. The first thing, as you guys saw, is they went to the lampshade knobs on the guitars. The second thing is they have new pickup rings. So they have these new rounded pickup rings. They're not exactly like the USA ones. They just vibe like that. So that's another change happening. This particular SE semi-hollow, hollow body, not semi-hollow. This is full hollow body guitar. If you're familiar with it, used to be $1,500, is now $1,800, but it went from being made in China to now being made in Indonesia. That's what the person was mad about. I mentioned it was made in Indonesia, and they said, no, it's not. It's made in China. And I'm like, well, it was. Now it's made in Indonesia because now it's no longer bent top and back. It's carved just like the USA Core version. So this is actually carved out of maple back and top. So this is carved. The other changes, they're now going to the bird tuning keys, those plastic tuning keys. So if you hate those or love them, you deal with that. The other thing is this looks black. I'm sorry the camera won't pick it up, but it's not black. It's rosewood. So just like the USA models, it has a rosewood veneer. Not all of them are getting that, but most of them are getting that. So you're getting a lot of aesthetic changes to be more like the core guitars. Obviously the tops are gorgeous, right? The other change that happened, or is going to happen, hold on a second, is if you're familiar with the PRS SE brown gig bag, they're going away. They will now be black. And they'll say PRS SE on them like this. And that may not sound like a big deal. But if you're familiar with SEs, here's what happened. I leaked this to my patrons. And it's fine because, like I said, some of you have these gig bags because they're shipping with the newer version SEs. So if you're getting the newest version SEs, you're getting this gig bag. What they changed was they didn't like those foam blocks. You guys remember that PRS, if you got an SE, you got this weird gray foam block and it went on the top of your headstock. Now what they've did is they added this new, see this piece here? So you see here, this thing Velcros. And what that does is you put the guitar in there and then you can use this to kind of pull down on the headstock and I should show you. Let's just do it. All right. Okay, so here's how it's gonna look. You put the headstock in there, you take this, you pull it down tight and then Velcro it. And what happens is the guitar is now in the gig bag perfectly. So PRS is making upgrades to all the SEs in a lot of ways. And of course, they probably were overstocked on top of stuff like everybody else. But that's the reason why you're getting discounts. And then you'll slowly just see the upgraded SEs come. So like I said before, like I told you guys before, this is where it's a tough time of year. I love everybody's opinions are so finite. I saw somebody like Black Friday deals are fake. Well, not all of them. Some of them are legit deals. Not only will you not see them probably ever again, they're probably going to be in January, not only back to normal prices, but jacked up because their new product is going to cost more. And so that's something I hear constantly with talking to the companies is they're all like, yeah, we're raising prices. I'm like, good luck with that. But I understand. But right now they need two right-size inventories. Now, again, that's not everybody, but it's some. And then, like I said, some companies are just running a discount to get their sales up, and some are not running a discount at all. So if you like this clip and you'd like to watch another one, you can click right here. And if you want to see the entire episode of the podcast, you can click right there. As always, thank you for your time and know your gear.